Good morning, everyone. I'm Maurick Muya from Pearson, and I'm here to discuss on how to use study tools in Vital Source Explorer. So I'll go through the PowerPoint first, then afterwards we'll do a hands-on demo. Since you have opened already your accounts, so we can do a quick run through later. So there are books. What are the bookshelf features? We have the annotations, bookmarks, and flashcards. We also have the reader preferences in which you can customize it to your display, highlights, and sharing. So we could also copy the URL of the book, and we could also do a citation. So the display preferences, we can display it based on what we want, the text size, the font, the mode, margins, line, etc. And also there's a read aloud features in which the bookshelf will read for you. Okay. So what are the ebook study tools? So we get familiar with the study tools to enhance our learning experience. So we have notes and highlights, we have flashcards, accessibility controls, and the global search. So how to create and delete a highlight. So to create your own custom highlighters, click on the reader preference icon. So yun. Then select highlighter tab. Okay. Then click on plus icon to add what colors that we want. Okay. So we could choose whether the highlights are public or private. If it's public, everybody within your friends or connections will be able to see your highlights, or you want to make it private. Okay, we can add and then click add to add the color and then delete. So if we want to delete, we just click on select the highlighter and click delete. So adding highlighters and notes. So when you select a text, a menu will appear showing your highlighters with your sharing icons on your public highlighters. So pick your desired marker, color, whatever you want, and then the highlight will appear. So to delete the highlight, just click on X. So select a text in the title and click add menu, add note in the menu that appears. Your note will appear within the margin next to the text that it's referencing. So to save the note, click the check mark or click away from the box. So public highlighter or sharing options. So from within the reader preferences menu, we could click the sharing. So to share your public highlights with others, click copy share link. So we copy share link, then we send it to the others via email or message. To follow someone else highlights, click enter email, enter the recipient's email and click follow. So pag pina-follow na natin siya, we will be able to see what are yung mga highlights niya, yung mga notes niya, public notes, so on and so forth. So your instructor may also create important highlights and notes and share with the class. So pwede rin yung sharing within instructors to students or students to students as well. So long as we are following each other and we put the email of the person. So here are some of the tips on highlighting and notes. We could use highlights and notes to study for tests and quizzes. Create your own revision notes and prints. After making notes and highlights, you can return the book. And when you borrow the same book again, the good news is the work previously done will reappear. So hindi siya nawawala. So limit yourself, I think, to highlighting one sentence or phrase. Then we highlight the keywords and phrases instead of the full sentences. So we consider color coding. Choose one color for definitions, key points, and another color for example. So ano na natin, discard na natin yan. So create a highlighter called I'm confused. So to indicate your point of confusion, then you can share with your instructors or course mates for discussion. So this could be helpful for us in our day-to-day classes. So if we're confused with a certain topic, okay, we can ask our instructors, we can just share it to them. So what are the flashcards? So flashcards help you get to grasp what core principle supports self-study and revisions and quiz yourself using play flashcards. Before you can create a flashcard, you need to make a deck. There are two ways to do it, from the workbook or from a highlight. So from within the reader, click workbook icon, flashcards plus icon. In the field provided, give your deck a name, then click save. So you can create flashcards from highlighted text in a book, even created by bookshelf users. So pwede tayo mag-create ng flashcards. As you highlight text, the menu will appear. Okay. Click create flashcard, new deck, and give your deck a name and click save. Highlighted text will automatically populate the face of the flashcard. So to add additional cards to the deck, click on the plus icon on the top right corner. So add lang tayo ng add. You will add flashcards one at a time. So the first field on the flashcard will populate the front of the card, then the second will populate the back of the card. At least there are 255 characters. We could paste it. To switch the order of the content of the card, you can click the switch icon. So kung kahit sino mauna, pwede. And to make changes to your flashcards, hover over the card with your mouse and click on the pencil icon to delete, or to delete, click on the trash icon. So we could quiz ourselves using the flashcard. So each flashcard will appear in the middle of the screen. Click on it to reveal the back. Rate your confidence level before moving on to the next card. Okay. Okay. Notice that our colors have been assigned. So green means I knew it. Red means I don't know it. So after use forward or backward arrows necessary to move around with your deck, click on replay or shuffle. Monitor your progress with the tracker. So may tracker siya. Malalaman natin na say out of the 10 flashcards, 5 of those or 6 of those naaalala natin. So accessibility controls. So we could personalize our learnings, the text size, the font, the mode, the line, and we could read aloud. So text to speech. So if sabihin na natin ayaw natin magbasa, so we could ask the system to read for us. You can just hear it. So again, there's a global search within the book or within the whole collection for you to be able to search the titles or topics that you want, keywords, phrases, or the book title itself. Okay, so let's move forward to the hands-on demo. Okay, so basically, this is the search bar in which we can search across all the collections of UP College of Engineering. So I do a search, simple search. For example, I search on engineering economy. So if the particular book I have already borrowed, so I can just open the book. But if it's not, I can just borrow other books that I can use in my research. So if I click on open book, it will lead me through the content. Okay. For example, I'll focus on chapter 7. Okay, so this book options will allow us to do the citation. So once we use this book as a research, we can just copy the different citations when we do our research. And also we can copy the page URL in which we can email it to our classmates or to our professors that we have read this book or may mga gusto tayong itanong sa professors regarding this book. Okay, so if I click on this one, this is the content. Okay, so you can search within the book, search engineering. So there are 452 results. For example, I'll click on page, as we go along, click on page 27. So ito yung page 27 of that I have research about engineering. So, yan. So after that, we go to this one, which is the reader's preference. So we can adjust the display, can zoom in, or we could fit the weight, could fit the width. Okay. Or there's a night display if gabi tayo nagbabasa, so hindi masyadong masilaw. And we have the highlighters. So I have created a lot of different colors to remind me of what I need to study or what are the topics that are the sentences that I need to ask help from my professor. So just if you want to create a new color for yourself, you just click one and then click on search 3. We could do it public or private depending on what we want. If we want to share it, if we want to keep it among ourselves, so I'll move it public. Just click on add. So sa sharing, we can copy the shared link and just paste it in Word or email, or we could enter an email of our teacher or our classmates for us to be able to follow them, and we could share highlights, share notes, etc., etc. Okay. Okay. So done with the reader preferences. So this one is the annotation. So here, so we could export the highlights and notes. As mentioned, we can export highlights and notes. We could print it. So also we can bookmark. So for example, this one, we can add bookmark, add page bookmark to page. We can add bookmark. So we click on this, it would lead us through page 27, or we click on this, it will lead us to page 25 dun sa binookmark natin. Okay, so next time we log in, it would be easy. We don't have to go through it. Diretso tayo so dun sa mga binookmark, in which probably we need to study more on the chapter. So we have the flashcards also. So how to create a flashcards? Okay, click on a particular sentence. Okay, we could add note. So exam would be part. For example, this would be part of the exam. Kailangan natin basahin. So you could add notes. Okay. And then, okay. So if we click on this again, we could, let's say, highlight it in red. So naka-highlight na siya. So for example, this one, we want to copy, so we can just copy and paste it in Word or yeah. Okay, so again we highlight. So we could create a flashcard for this. So how to create a ganyan, or we could copy this one, paste it here. Okay, paste it here. So flashcards, save. Okay, so how to use flashcard, the study tool? We click this one. Okay, we have 5 flashcards that we created. So for example, sa textbook, the 16th edition is written principally for the first 4 mark courses. So I know it. Okay, so the second one, hindi ko alam. Third one, I still don't know it. For example, fourth one, I knew it. Fifth one, I don't know it. So if I click on done, most of the things in the flashcard, I don't know. So what do I need to do? Probably I need to review more for me to be able to understand the topic or the subject. Okay. So one more feature is if I want the bookshelf to read it for me, read aloud. Okay, so that's read aloud. So if we click on more options, yun nga, read aloud, we can print. So we could print page 27, okay. So this is how you print. So if we print now, just click on print now, then lalabas na, then you can just easily print it. So if we want to read it na naka-printed, we can do it. Okay. Okay, so basically that's it. I hope that you could use this one, this tools, so that we can use the book and be more productive about it. Thank you. Again, this is Mr. Maurick Muya of Pearson.